Hi everybody, this is Trixia. I know it's been a long time since I've posted my last video. This is just an update for people who watch my channel and may or may not care about what's going on in my life. I don't know. I just wanted to address it in a platform where everyone can get the opportunity to see it, especially for those who have been trying to reach out to me, whether it is my family or my friends. And I pray I don't cry during this video, but it's very emotional for me and it has really tested my faith and my patience. 2018 has been such a roller coaster from start to finish. I have gone through a lot more than I thought could happen to me in this short span of time. It has been such an emotional roller coaster for me as a person, and it's helped me grow, but at the same time, it made me question a lot about myself, which really did help me figure out who I was as a person and what I want to be. A lot of people have been asking me questions that are basically the same, and it has been so constant for the past couple of weeks that I don't want to lie, but at the same time, I'm not ready to actually express what's going on. I can't be asked the same question over and over again and have to have the same conversation with other people over and over again. A lot of people have been asking me, especially a lot of my friends actually, that I haven't seen was, oh, how's school? How's nursing school? And I just leave it at such an awkward response that is so vague that they don't know if I'm lying or not. A lot of times I'm just like, oh, school is school. That's really all I can say because I'm actually not in school right now. The backstory was I got accepted into the program in, I believe, February. So I started nursing school the first Monday of May. The program that I was in is called the fast track. So instead of doing 24 months, I believe 24 months of nursing school, I would be cutting it 9 months short. So it'd be 15 months. So that meant going to school during the summer, but that also meant that the summer semester is a lot shorter than the fall or the spring semester. So I think I was in school for 14 or 16 weeks. It was so short that time flew right over my head. I honestly don't know how I went through it so quickly, but at the same time, it wasn't for me. Nursing is for me. Don't get me wrong, I've always wanted to do it. I even did the CNA program in high school, and I was in the nursing program all throughout high school, and I went to pursue it in college. I worked so hard to get the grades that I needed to be in the program, and I did it. I did my prereqs and I was able to get in, but I was cut short because of a class that I was struggling in. It was something that was so hard for me to accept. I had always been the student who would always want to come to school, who would much rather be at school than at home. It was that type of mentality that I had that really kept me going. Never had I ever would have ever imagined that I would be a student who would struggle. I have always been really bad at reading comprehension. I will tell you guys that now. I have just been terrible. It has been a problem for me, and I never thought it would come to the point where my issue with my comprehension, my reading comprehension, would lead me to not making it through the first semester. I failed my first semester of nursing school. It was just from one class by a slight percent. Not even more than 5. It was, I'm not gonna say it. When I found out that I didn't pass, that meant telling my parents. I remember the day that I found out that I would not be able to go through with the next semester. It was so scary for me to come to my house and tell my mom that I was not going to be in school next semester because of how ashamed I felt about not asking for help. I asked for help really late in the game, and that's probably the thing that I regret most. I have always been such an independent person that I never really needed to ask anybody for help before. It was so out of my comfort zone that I wasn't ready to ask, but at the same time, I really needed to. But when I did ask, it was too late already. And oh my God, I was so upset with myself for the longest time. And I was so scared about what was gonna come next for me. I've always been that person who needs a plan about her life and what the next 3-5 years will be. Honestly, I am still really lost. I don't have a complete set plan because I don't want my hopes to be put up so high and for something to happen that would cause it to go back down and those plans would just go away. I went up to my mom and we were in the kitchen and I told her I'm not going to be going to school next semester because I failed this class. And she didn't yell. She wasn't angry. She wasn't upset. She was more concerned about me. And all she wanted to do was comfort me about all this because I had never been through something like this. I didn't really understand what it was like to fail at something. I had always had it so easy, whether it came to getting the grades that I wanted, to just having what I wanted in my life. I have been so blessed to have a family that gives me nothing but support. Whatever I do with my life, they're all for it, as long as I'm happy. And so I had to tell them. This is actually the video that I'm telling for a lot of my family who has been asking me about school. It's still really hard for me to be able to say it out loud. I always wanted my family to be proud of me, whether it came to my music or through school. And hearing this, it's like, it's not me. It's so scary to know that there really is no real way to figure out whether or not your life is going to go as planned. Going through this whole process of not being in school and just reflecting on everything, it has been like such an eye-opener for me. And honestly, I wouldn't change it. What really kept me going was my mom constantly telling me, this isn't the end for you. This is just something that you had to go through. It does not mean that you are not going to finish school. When she told me that, that was when I knew she was not ever going to judge me for not passing. She knew how hard I worked. I was never home. The only time I really was home was to eat and go to bed. I worked so hard that it wasn't fully enough, but at the same time, it was enough for me to know that this program is not the program for me. So, moving on to what's going on now. I have accepted that I'm not in school. It has been a couple of weeks since the fall semester has started. I have also made myself accountable for everything that I did and did not do in the program. I'm still reflecting and I'm still going through everything, but I have to move forward if I want to be able to get back into the direction that I want and I know is the right path for me. So I have reapplied for the program. So I am hoping for good news that I would be accepted to the program again. Whatever happens, I am grateful for this experience because it taught me to be headstrong. It was really such a big thing for me because I had never been through this. Like I have consistently said throughout this video, yeah, it has taught me to just accept what I have and accept what I've gone through and not regret a single moment of it because I have learned a lot. I have also gained a lot of people in my life that I could not be more thankful for. They're, to start, my moms, my nursing moms, who I love to death. I saw so much support and so much love from them that I knew that I would be a nurse one day. So, reapplied. I don't want to cry anymore. I reapplied for the program. For the time being, I am working again at Kate Spade, New York. I was working there before the program actually started. I was working there back in May of 2017, and I quit because of the show and the program. So yeah, that's basically a really long, I was gonna say quick, that was a long update. I have nothing else to say, but hopefully there are actually new content coming up soon. I'm so sorry. It's going to be either vlogs or music videos, I promise. And I am going to end this video now. So don't forget to subscribe and comment and all that jazz. So I will see you guys all soon. Bye.